Hey guys, this is Frank with Simply Sustainable, and today I got some fig cuttings in the mail, and so I was gonna go ahead and pot them up and just show you how I do it. I got these off of FigBid at figbid.com. So it looks like there's three figs in there. There's Smith. And I guess they were cut December 4th. Today is December 9th. So 5 days in the mail. I am new to this. This will be the second time I received fig cuttings. Over here are the ones I've gotten previously. I'm pretty much going to be doing the same thing I did with them, I believe. These are wrapped pretty dang good. Alrighty, so here are the 3 cuttings. They're about the size of a Sharpie. They're waxed, or they're taped. They're taped and maybe waxed. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like tape. I don't know if I should take that off or not. I'll take it off of one and we'll try it on one and see how it goes. They look like pretty good cuttings. They've got lots of nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4. One has 4. Maybe 5 up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they all have 4 nodes, except for this one, which has a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that's what we're working with. So these, since they only have 4 nodes per cutting, I'm not going to cut them up anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and make up the dirt and pot them. I guess I'll do this one first, and I'm going to take off this plastic wrap down here. I'll try to. This might be grafting tape. That's what I guess it is. I've never used it, so I don't know. Kind of sticky. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, so do this one first. Got my cups. I'm just going to cut. That should be enough. I'm just going to cut 2 holes on each side. Down a little bit bigger. All right. Alright, so we got some good holes. Got some potting soil over here. It's already wet. Or moist, should I say. Not wet, damp. This stuff, it drains very well. And it dries out fairly quickly. I did not use rooting hormone or anything like that. I just stick this down in there, make sure it's tight, and I put a little bit more dirt in there. Boom. That's really all I do. I may... No, I'm not going to. On these ones over here, I did put a bag on them. They have some buds coming out. Here's a bud, a green bud, and a green bud. And so I just want to try to keep it a little bit humid, so I put a bag over it. And it's been 3 weeks now. I'll probably open the bag all the way here and then take it off after a month. Here's another one, same one. These are panache. And I didn't put a bag on this one. So we're just seeing how to do this. I'm experimenting, don't know what I'm doing. I've watched a few YouTube videos and this seems like probably the easiest way to do it, so that's what I'm trying. So there's one. I guess I need to take these off. I'll leave the ones on the top, I guess, it doesn't hurt. But I'll take the ones off on the bottom so I can get water to the bottom. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, so there's the second one. These cuttings are pretty long. They look about 12 inches. That might be 11, but pretty good size. Now, take this off. When you're doing this, you want to make sure the cutting is pointing up. And you can do that by looking at the nodes over here. You can see that's where a branch or a leaf was that came off, and then right above it is the node or the bud. And the bud's on top, so this way's up. This one has 1, 2, 3 buds down low that'll all get covered. So that one should do well, or at least have the opportunity to do well. Or better than the one I just planted. Alrighty, that's the third one. 3 Smith cuttings I got off of FigVid. I ordered them probably a week ago, maybe a week and a day. They were shipped on the 4th, it said, and they got here today, the 9th. Their tops and bottoms were wrapped in this paraffin, I think it's called, grafting tape. They all look really well, really good. So we'll see if this works. All I do is put these up on top of my fridge, and they're going to sit there until it's springtime, or until I have to move them if they start budding out. So we'll see. I'll give you an update when that happens. But for now, this is all I'm doing. I don't really want to get too involved with it. You're supposed to just be able to stick them in the ground and they grow. So this hopefully should be decent enough. I'll make sure they get watered if they dry out. But other than that, I'm not going to bother with them. I will label these so I know what they are, and I will date them. But until they start doing something, I think I'm pretty much done with them, and I'll let you know when something happens. So that's it. Let's see. There they are. 3 of them. They're all green. Greenish. One is a little bit woody. The thicker one is. Here's the buds on the other one. It's in a bag. That's it. Thanks a lot, and I'll get back to you when I have something to get back to you with. Bye. Today is January 21st. I believe it's been about a month and a half, almost 2 months since the last time I made a video about the figs. The last time I made it, I planted the Smith figs. These are the Panache that I showed you in that video. I planted these November 20th. And at the time that I made the video, these were probably green and looked healthy. As you can see now, they are pretty brownish and they look dead. So I think what happened was I did not water them enough. Apparently my soil that I'm using drains too well, and they most likely dried out. So I'm just going to pull one of these out, maybe both of them, it depends on how the first one looks, and see how they're doing. On my Smith figs, since I noticed these ones were dying or have died, we'll see it here in a sec, I've upped the watering on all of my cuttings to try to keep them moist. And so hopefully they do not dry out like these ones did. And so far, they have a little bit of drying out, it looks like, going on, but nothing like these. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and see. Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is dead all the way through. There's no weight to it at all. That stinks. Let's see this one. See if there's any difference. Yeah, same thing. Deader than a doornail. Let me get my big ones down and see if there's any difference in those. Alright, so since these ones look so bad and dead, I'm going to pull out the big ones also to see if they are any different. So oh yeah, that's hollow. I don't know if you can see that, but that's hollow. It's terrible. Let's see this one. Same thing. So I guess the lesson is water them more than you think. I guess. I don't know. I'm watering my other stuff more than I did these for sure. And we'll see how those turn out. And I guess we'll get back to you again in a month. Hey everybody. This is Frank here with Simply Sustainable. And this is the last cutting update. So, here are the cuttings. Today is April 18th. These are my Smith that went in on December 9th. And you can see they're just coming out right now. This one is a bit bigger. And then I have one more in the house that looks, the stem or the cutting looks pretty healthy. There's just nothing else going on. So just still waiting for that one to come up. Back here is the one of two panaches. You can see it's got roots everywhere and it's doing really well. That one leafed out as soon as I put it into the dirt. Here's my Black Madeira KK. It has some roots. I don't know if you can see any of those. But it has a few. And it's leafed out twice, but the leaves have dried out and fallen off. I know I went on vacation last weekend and it dried out, and that's why the leaves fell off at that time. So hopefully it didn't kill the roots. I watered it in real good, and this new green growth looks like it's doing well. So we'll see on that. And then let's see. Oh, I had another panache that I had in the greenhouse, and when I left, the greenhouse got too hot and it cooked that one. So I still have it in a cup, and we'll see how that one turns out. But pretty much, oh yeah, in the back are all the ones I got from Wellspring. I believe I got all those from Wellspring. So we have the This is the Texas Everbearing. This big one with the big leaves is the Marseille. And then we have Black Mission. And here's the White Cadota. And then this one that's just leafing out right now is the, what is that? The Violette de Bordeaux. So my first ones I got, I believe, were the Panaches, and I killed all of them. I had 3 of them. I killed all of them because I didn't water them enough. And it looks like the only trouble I've had is when I didn't water them, or they didn't get enough water. This dirt I'm using drains really well, and so I just have to keep them watered real good. So the next time I do anything or you see these figs, they'll be in the ground. I'll be putting them in the ground after April 12th. I believe that was the last freeze here last year, and so it might not freeze yet. I mean, it might freeze at all, but I don't want to take that chance. So I'm also working on some persimmon cuttings, and I've got my Myers Lemon. This one looks the best. It's got a lot of new growth on it. That one I kept in the house. Then I have 3 more that really aren't doing much, but they've been. This one got a little cooked in the greenhouse with that fig, but they're still green. They still look fine, so we'll see what happens. They've been in the dirt for at least 4 months, maybe. I've got my sweet potato slips going. I just pull them off the potato and stick them in the dirt and keep it real wet for about a week, and they're doing fine. They'll all go in the ground here soon. Got, I think this is Kiwa blueberry. These are kiwis. No, these are top hat blueberries and Kiwa blackberries. Those are Kiwa blackberries. And then another lemon, Myers lemon in the back. That's what's going on. Pretty excited. All the figs except the very first ones I had died. I mean, made it. Just the first ones I had died. So hopefully from now on I can root them with a bit better success now that I have a little bit of experience under my belt. So I think the Black Madeira too is, I think this is a fig and this is a leaf, and that's a fig and that's a leaf. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it goes, but we'll see. I'll have to pull those off if it is, and just make sure all the energy is going into growing instead of making figs right now. But that's it. The next time you see them, they'll be in the ground, and that's it, I guess. Just keep your cuttings nice and moist, and they should do just fine. That's been my experience so far. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.